All right, Luke, we're back at it, and you've got a difficult situation you're working with right now. I know you always love it when there's good natural light coming into the gymnasiums to help add some different color. Fortunately, tonight, we've got the sun setting and a real bright patch on the court. How are you working around that?
Well, I took your advice and I just moved farther to the left so that my angle of view is more to the right side of the court, because anybody who jumps up or is even on the left side, they're just getting completely washed out by the sun. I don't recall ever encountering this before, but there's a first time for everything.
Are you blinded by the light?
Yes,
That's the
I'm
question.
quite literally blinded by the light.
Are you revved up like a deuce?
I don't know what that is.
You ever thrown up a deuce before?
No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. If I knew what it was, I might hate it a little less.
All right, give me the peace sign, or the victory sign as it was before it was the peace sign. Now that's throwing up a deuce.
Is that what that is?
I have no idea. That's what it is to me. I'm not hip. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm just hip to be square.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, second half now. We're down on the other side. A little darker down here, but there's no glare coming in from windows. Does that make it better?
Yes, it's because I was having a hard time locking on to people. My autofocus was struggling. And it is much more accurate on this end, even though, yes, I've lost a substantial amount of light. But, you know, what's the point of having the light if your subject isn't in focus? So it's a win. It's a plus.
All right, game is over. Anna won. The important question now is, what are we going to eat in between games? There's a great Italian restaurant here in Inglewood. That's what I'm hoping we're going to be able to get. Let's see if it's open. It's called Tony's. This place is great. You've been there once, Luke. You know it's great, don't you?
Yeah, they are first rate. They're like something you'd find in a fancy restaurant in Columbus.
All right, let's hope it's open. Let's hope it's got enough seats and space. Here we go. Here's the moment of truth. Well, I think we're SOL.
Yes. Oh, it's packed.
This place is packed.
And it's a very small space. That's the funny thing. It's absolute gourmet, but you can barely fit anybody in it.
And that's during normal times, not COVID times. Looks like we're getting barbecue in Tip City, folks.
Okay.
All right, spot number 2. We're going to try Hickory River in Tip City. This is great barbecue. From the look of that parking lot, Luke, I don't know if we're going to be in any better situation here.
Yeah, I told you, it's really not till after 7 that stuff starts to die down. Yeah, this looks terrible.
This place is also packed.
Got a bunch of cars even on the side. But they've got an outdoor area. They haven't even shoveled. Don't they realize there's COVID?
That place is packed too. All right. Trial number 3. We'll keep you updated.
So where are we, Bryant, and why are we here?
We ended up at the Fazoli's. We finally found a place that wasn't packed half or more full. You know, I like when we cover these tournament games, we get out to towns we're not normally at, we can eat at places we're not normally at. And we're ending up at a fast food place. Unfortunately, Sydney is so small that this actually is sort of a treat for us, which does say it all. But hey, fast food Italian time for us.
They did a good job of not overcooking their noodles.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, yeah. It's not McDonald's.
It is certainly not the best Italian on earth, but it's more Italian than we have in the city we live in,
Correct.
which is none.
Correct.
Well, we do have a new one.
so I shouldn't say that anymore. But
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
And
we
don't-
forget
we've never
about the new one.
We've never even been there.
we're gonna have to get to the new one sometime.
Sometime we do.
It's certainly not a quick place like Fazoli's is.
No. Well, we'll have to wait till COVID's done.
And here's what really sets this place apart. These great little breadsticks right here.
Or they're the best part of the whole meal.
Game number 2 now, man.
Game number 2 for the day.
What do you do anything differently, or do you shoot more aggressively? I guess let's say when we walk in, it was third quarter already when we got here. They started a half hour earlier than we thought. Does that just put more pressure on you?
Yeah, it does. I focus a little harder because there's no second half to if I mess up or I don't get anything good. There's no second half to work with. So I do. I focus harder. I probably take a few more shots than I would otherwise, just so I have more to work with in the editing. So yeah.
Falcons wins. Another day done. 2 teams victorious. That's going to keep us busy through this next upcoming weekend. How are you holding up through?
Well, I did not go to sleep as early as I should have last night, and that has caused me some issues. So my goal is to get to bed at a decent time tonight. We'll see if that happens.
Last and most important question. Can you imagine having this as a school lunchroom? This is awesome, man.
Yeah, this is huge. My high school lunchroom was actually bigger than this, but this is a nice one too. Ours was not as nice looking as this. This is a. I really like what they did with the ceiling here and all the flat screen TVs. Of course, I think we did end up having a monitor in ours too eventually. But
Did they have TVs back then?
They did.
No, you're not that old.
No.
I'll tell you what, I went to high school 10 years later than you, and we never had TVs in our lunchroom. Of course, we didn't even have a lunchroom. The commons, when you walk through the front doors, that's where we ate lunch. They just rolled out tables, and then they'd push them to the side at the end of the day. Yeah, so I really see places like this, and I get jealous. Lucky pickle kids. All right, back at it. We're now in the second half of game number 1. Rushi's got it under control. We'll see if they continue it. How'd you do in the first half?
Good. I got a lot of stuff. I might go back down there the final period and get 1 or 2 more alignment.
How nice is it in recent years that these schools have been adding LED lights, including right here at Piqua?
LED lights have been a game changer for indoor photography. The colors are so much more natural. You don't have to worry about them blinking. You don't have to worry about the recycling of the older, phosphorescent lights, where you get the color shifts and the blinking, and the intensity shifts in light as well. So they stay steady. They are absolutely revolutionary. They're one of the most amazing leap forwards in technology. They're really awesome stuff. I don't understand them technically, but they are really cool.
You remember how bad it used to be in this gym?
Yeah, it was really yellow. It was terrible. Yellow and dark. It was hard not to get a super yellow floor. We're going around here because I got all the shots I needed of Fairlawn players. So come with me on this magical journey.
And we are now on the other side of the court to shoot Jackson Center, who have a bit of an edge on this game, and I always like to give more attention to whoever's going to probably win the game. And Jackson Center's up by a lot.
All right, another night done. We're headed out of Piqua. How you holding up so far through this busy week?
I'm doing pretty good. The big thing is not shooting throughout the whole game. That has done me in the past. But if I just shoot for the first half, my hands have been holding together. So
Jackson Center pulled it out. We got them again on Saturday. They're going to face Russia, who won the first game. That'll be a big one.
that'll be a much closer game, I would think. Rushi, like you said, they're young, but they really bring a physicality, and they're not afraid to really go in there. So it'll be interesting to see how well Jackson Center can hold up against that drive to the net.
We're back here tomorrow night, and then we got 3 games on Saturday. Are you ready for the marathon?
Saturday's gonna be a long day. 3 games is a lot, but it'll be fun as long as you're driving.